All right, we are live. We are live. I'm currently looking for you on my phone. Welcome to the Gym of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. Hey, those of you who are here, let me know you're here. Want to make sure audio and video is good, so give me some feedback there. Make sure audio and video is good for you guys. See 15 of you here. See who else shows up here. Chime in. Let me know you're here. There it is. All right, I got you on my phone, and there's 17 of you here. Welcome, guys. We're going to look into tonight is Sunday night charts. We're going to get back into our schedule. What's up, my man Robert? How are you, buddy? How's Canada these days? Thanks. Audio, video, perfect. Awesome. Thank you very much. Hey, great to see you too, Dave. Hey, Ernest of Gaia. Haven't seen you in a while. How you been, buddy? You doing okay? Craig, what's up, man? All right. Well, let's get into the charts. I'm gonna. There's 17 of you here. I'm just gonna jump right into the TA and see what we can see. Let me put my phone over here so I can see the chat. So I'm going to spend some time right now. I'm going to go through the TA for Bitcoin. What I want to do is do the TA in front of you. So in other words, I want to, if I put the microphone back this far, is this okay still? Let me know. Give me some feedback on that. If I put the microphone back, and use a complete sentence because there's a lag in the chat. So say microphone's good that far back or something like that. Got my Star Wars cup, coffee cup. And I just spilt it all over the place. Nice. I just finished a remodel out in my town and posted a bunch of pictures on Facebook. So if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can find me on Facebook if you want. It's Jim Pierce. Friend me. I'll friend you back and just let me know. Let me know you found me on YouTube. So anyway, but yeah, I have a Gym of All Trades contracting business. So what's up, Hunter? How's it going? Well, what I want to do tonight is do the TA in front of you to show you the process of my thinking, how I address a chart. So this isn't, I've prepared a lot of TA. I'm very familiar with the chart, what's going on. I video it almost every other day or every day, and so I know what's going on. But and so what I want to do is, just kind of show you my thought processes and how I work through a chart, okay? And that'll help you learn Elliott Wave. I'll think out loud Elliott Wave for you. So this isn't for the faint of heart. This is for people that want to really dive into Bitcoin technical analysis. That's what Sunday Night Charts is. And if you can make it through the first 30 minutes or so, where we get through Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, and really talk about it and work it out, then what we can do is then we can. I'll take any chart you want. You want. It can be any market. So you just have to know the chart name for me, okay? I don't care what it is. I may not know anything about it, but I'll look at the chart for you. I'll analyze it from an Elliott Wave perspective and see if I can get you. Yeah, you hear that stupid dog back there? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. He's gonna be coughing the entire night. Sorry. He's in his crate, which is in another room close by, and so yeah, he's. It's not kennel cough. We took him to a doctor. The doctor thinks it's allergies, really, but who knows what it is. So anyway, if you want a chart, anybody that's going to be around for the whole what do you call it? The whole live stream. What you might do for me is kind of keep track of who requests what chart. First come, first serve. Okay, first come, first serve. But you got to wait to the end to get. You got to wait till the end to get that portion of it. So we're going to go for Bitcoin first, then we're going to look at Litecoin and Ethereum, and then after that we're going to take requests. So that's what we do on Sunday Night Charts. Haven't done it since like last year. I haven't done a Sunday Night Charts since last year. So anyway, also I just want to remind you that Thursday we're going to be doing Thursday we're doing Trading Night School. I made an announcement today with another video, but Trading Night School on the Forex, okay? And those of you who've never been introduced to the Forex, you don't know what the Forex market is. I'm going to start to finish from the very beginning. You know what the Forex is and how to trade it, and it's going to be over the next several weeks, okay? So anyway, yeah, that's coming, okay? All right, so Robert, if you're going to be around, buddy, keep track of the requests and the order for me, and then I will do them in that order by the end. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do the TA in front of you. We are looking at Bitcoin. We're gonna zoom out first and look at the 12-hour chart and see what's going on in the 12-hour. My 12-hour bias here. Actually, I'm going to go to the weekly and start there, and we're going to work our way in. So looking on the weekly here. I'm just going to clear my chart. Actually, no, I'm not going to clear my chart. I'll leave that there. Get rid of this line of death here. There we go. All right, so that's clear enough for us. Okay, here we go. I'm looking at this as possibly a large triangle working. That's a possibility. I don't know that that's a fact, but regardless, if it is, we've got an A, a B. We already made the three-way C, okay? And then we're looking for a D and then an E. Now, remember, in a triangle, guys, Elliott wave rules say that every wave needs 3 waves, and so we need to be able to go through and look for 3 waves in all of these. So I can get 3 waves out of this. Okay, there's 3 waves there. Here's a problem here. I'll just say it's a problem area right here. This wave right here. Some people say it's really easy to find 3 waves. Not for me. In Bitcoin, I have a really hard time identifying that as a 3 wave. So that's the weakness of this count. That's the weakness of this triangular count. That sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that, guys. I had a weird comment come in, and I'm my own moderator. One of these days, I'll get some moderators for the live stream. So that's a weakness of this count. So I'm aware of that. But with that being said, we're gonna chart it as if it's you know, a triangle for now. Okay, I'm gonna put a big question mark in that wave right there. All right. Then we got to easily see. I can easily see a 3-wave move here. That's a no-brainer there. I got a 5-wave leading diagonal. I got a 3-wave up and another 5-wave. That's a 5-3-5 leading diagonal. Now, what we need to see then out of this, if this is a triangle, is what we need to see coming up is a 3-wave move. Okay. Now, I've been calling for about 9,000 to 92,000, 9,000 to about 9,200 for this move to the upside, but I don't think we're going to go straight there. It could be that this is exactly what we're going to be doing. We're actually going up part of the way here in the mid 75s. We're going to come back down. Everybody's going to think it's going down. It'll come back down to the structure zone right here, and then go on up and finish up that D wave. And then everybody's going to think it's going up. I mean, that's if the scenario is right. Okay, just thinking out loud with you. And then we got another 3-wave move down to the downside. That's when we moon, guys. So that's 2021. We got to wait till then. That's if my proportions are right. So possibility, guys. That's a real possibility. Let's see. We have in May the halvening, and everybody's expecting bearish because of the halvening. So halving. I don't know how to say that. You know, the halving. I don't know how to say that, but anyway. That being said, it could be perfect timing here that in May we get a dump here pretty soon that takes us down. Okay, and that maybe that's what everybody's expecting, and then we're going to get a rebound that goes higher. Who knows? That's a possibility. Just dreaming with you about a potential count. So that's one way to look at it. Okay, so that's one way to look at this chart, and that's something I do. I'm just aware of that particular way to interpret this count. I'm not saying it is the way. It's just one way to try to interpret. The big problem with this count is, again, this wave right here. Oh, let's try it again. This wave right here. To me, that's a 5-wave impulse. Okay. To me, that's a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. It's 5 waves, clear as day. So that brings me to my true, Robert. E will often truncate. That brings me to my particular preferred count on this weekly view. Okay. All right. So the weekly view done. or let's see, first idea, the triangle. Second idea here is simply we have a WXY that's finished, and this is a beginning impulse wave to go to the upside, okay? And so basically this correction is finished. This is a finished one wave, 5 completed waves in that. We had a 3-wave pullback, and now we're getting a 1-2. So the way we'd interpret this is a big giant 1 wave followed by a 2 wave, and now this is a 1 wave followed by another 2. That's a 1-2, 1-2. And 1-2, 1-2s often look like triangles, guys. I'll tell you that, okay? I'll be clear with that. And so basically that 1-2, 1-2, this one wave needs to be 5 waves, which that to me passes the test beautifully. Okay, so we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to me. Then we got a 3-wave pullback, which comes after a 5-wave impulse. Okay, so we got a 3-wave pullback. Now this may or may not be finished. Okay, so we have, looks like we got some kind of little diagonal right here going on. Okay, then we got a wave to the upside, and then we could be looking for one more wave to hit, and that would be this would be kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. One more hit to the low, but it cannot break at all costs for this count to work. 31.13. Okay, so that has to be the bottom count. So that's another way I'm looking at this large structure, that this is a 1 and that's a 2, and we're getting ready to moon. Now whether this 2 is finished or not, or we have one more hit to the low, I tend to think we probably have one more hit to the low, but I can't be certain of that. Let's see, let's go down to the 3-day. We get a little bit more definition in that, and let's see. Now I was saying this could be some kind of a what do you call it, a diagonal right here. It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? This is what we had since June. Okay, it just looks like a large diagonal. Okay, and so that would be the A wave. Okay, that would be the A wave of an ABC correction. A, B, and now we need C to finish up. Okay, cannot break the bottom here for this count to be okay. Let's check the fibs. Where would we expect a 1-to-1 extension to come to? Now this is where it may not matter. 31.74, guys, and that doesn't break that. That doesn't break our low. That's above our low. So remember, one of the rules of Elliott wave says the 2 wave cannot retrace past the 1 wave. Okay, so that's a real plausible location. That gives us one more hit to the low. That takes us rather from 3,800. That takes us down to 3,100. Everybody's looking for those prices down there at 1,200 and 2,000. You hear those all the time. So you got to understand. That. So anyway, this could be a simple A wave leading diagonal, and that so for a leading diagonal, you've got to have 3 waves in every wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I like it, to be honest with you, as a potential way to look at that. An A, and then we got a B wave. Okay, right there, and then our C wave needs to be 5 waves. Question is 5 waves complete? Probably not. Again, I'm probably looking for something like this. I'm guessing here. Let's see if I can get it. Something like this. 1, 2. That's 3. This is 4, and then we're going to get one more hit down here to the 1-to-1 extension to go down here. But again, it can't break 31.13. Okay, guys, that's a big deal. If it breaks 31.13, guys, that's a no-go for a 1-2. That breaks the rules. It can't be a 1-2. Can't even wick it. All right, so what are the implications? Let's go down to the monthly here, and let me show you the implications for if it is a 1-2, 1-2. I'm just doing some analysis here and some Elliott wave dreaming here with you. If this is a 1-2, 1-2, okay? If it's a 1-2, 1-2, guys, it is so gorgeous. Let me show you. Basically, we'll throw the fibs right here on this 1-2 right here. We'd expect the third wave to at least come up to 22,044. Okay, that would be the third wave of this wave to at least come up to there. So that would be 1, that would be 2, 3 would come up here. Okay, it could even come to the 2618, which an extended third wave. 3, 4, 5. I like the proportionality of that wave better. And what that would do, let me zoom out a little bit more here, and let me just show you. That would be a larger 1, 2, okay, then we'd be looking for 3, okay? 3 way up here, guys. That's where we're going to get up to the $100,000 mark, okay? But this would send us on our way at least, okay? So that's a possibility, guys. That is a real possibility from an Elliott wave perspective. Can't tell you that's going to happen. I'm not here to give financial advice. This is never financial advice. But that's a possibility, and this is a macro look. Okay, so that's where I think we are in a macro here. Those are my 2 counts. There are probably more, but those calling for lower lows, guys, I really don't like the look of it from an Elliott wave perspective. I really don't like it. It just wouldn't look right to me. Wouldn't have the look that I'm looking for of wave, of the way waves generally are shaped. This makes the most sense to me. Okay, the only way if it breaks this, it could be tanking to go to 0, and that's always a possibility. This thing could go to 0, so understand that as a possibility. So anyway, we're looking, guys, I think we're on the cusp in the next year or so of a real moonshot here. Really, I'm not, and if you've known me any length of time, I'm not a moon boy. I'm anything but a moon boy. I'm pretty bearish, but once we get to the place in the chart where I need to be bullish, then I'm going to get bullish, and this is an area where I'm kind of getting a little excited here for the possibility of this proportionality here. I got the third wave finishing somewhere in December or January 2022, and that's 2 years from now, getting up to about $32,000. That's possible. It's real possible. Guys, we're not looking for a moonshot here in 5 days. That is unsustainable in a market. We really would like to see just a steady climb, okay? Just a steady climb rather than this straight up stuff, because when it starts getting parabolic straight, it's going to come down straight, okay? But when it kind of goes up at an angle, okay, it'll come down less. It'll kind of do what the S&P's been doing. The S&P's just been kind of going steadily straight up and just climbing. That's really what we want to see. So let me check the chat here, make sure I'm not ignoring anybody that's asking questions about this stuff right here. Guys, keep your questions and your comments about what I'm currently talking about. If you kind of get off topic too much, then I tend to ignore it, not to be mean, but I'll come back to it. But I try to stay focused on what I'm doing, so I hope this is helpful to you. Let's see. Hey, thanks a lot, Ernest. Send me an email, Ernest. Send me an email to jimofalltrades7@gmail.com. That way we can connect. Okay, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Accumulation on low volume makes for weak resistance. You know what? Delta Bro, I'll be honest with you. I don't use a lot of volume in my technical analysis. I know a lot of people do, and it's actually helpful. I just haven't added that to my TA. I'm really happy with what I've got right now, and I haven't added it yet. So anyway, appreciate that comment, but I can't give you any help on that answer, man. I'm really sorry about that. That's not my area. I'm just real honest about what I know and what I don't know, and I don't know a whole lot about volume analysis. I think Sin Crypto does a pretty good job with volume analysis. Trade Devils does a pretty good job with volume analysis as well. There's some good guys out there that do pretty well on volume analysis, so sorry about that. Okay, good deal. Hey, Elias, what's up, man? Okay, so there's the monthly look, guys. That's the way I'm thinking about it right now. So when I start analyzing a chart, I start from a macro picture in my mind, okay, or on the chart, and so okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for that triangle, okay. That triangle is a possibility, but it's not my number one go-to count, and the reason is because of this wave right there. We already talked about it. Okay, so if you're just joining in, make sure you rewind. We've already gone through some important stuff, so you can rewind and catch what we've already caught. But basically, remember, we talked about this being a possible triangle for those of you just joining us. Okay, I just don't like this wave as a three-wave move. There are other people that say, hey, that's definitely a three-wave. I personally, it's not as clear as definitely that's a three-wave. I think there's a lot of debate on that and a lot of, for me, it's a five-wave move. Because I believe it's a five-wave move, I think that's an impulse and a three-wave pullback that I don't think is finished. I think we got one more hit to the low, and then we go up moon. Okay, so that's what I'm operating on primarily in my mind right now. Now, if it's a triangle, we're probably still going to have a pullback of some kind and then another wave, because this needs to be three waves, okay? See how this is three waves there, this is three waves there. I don't know if this is three waves, but let's just call it three waves for sake of, okay, so everyone needs three waves, and then once we finish all that, then we'll have our moonshot, then we'll be going up. But this triangle would imply this is a fourth wave, guys, and that means we're heading up big time. But I don't believe that would be a fourth wave. It doesn't make sense for me. Triangles always happen in X waves or fourth waves or B waves. They just don't happen randomly. So to be a fourth wave wouldn't make sense of the chart from my perspective. This to me looks like a finished 5 waves. Even if I'm having a hard time counting them, to me that's finished 5 waves. It's extended. It's finished. I got a 3-wave pullback. Came back 88% or 86%, something like that. That's a beautiful 1-2. And then we had an impulse off of that. That's a 1. And now we had a beautiful 3-wave pullback that came back another 80%. That's a beautiful 1-2-1-2, in my opinion. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm actually looking for moon pretty soon. Moon soon, baby. The moon soon season is coming. Maybe. I can't say that for certain, but it is possibly coming. All right, so now we're going to zoom in, understanding that because we believe we have a 3-wave count, we want to see if this thing is finished or if we've got another move to the downside, okay? So let's zoom in to the daily chart, see if that's the chart we want to be looking at. Yeah, that's a pretty good. Actually, let's go to the 12-hour chart. All we're going to look at right now, we want to ask the question in this TA. Again, tonight is about in-depth TA, guys. It's about in-depth TA, and I'm doing it in front of you, talking you through it, so you can understand the way I understand this chart. I'm looking for this ABC to finish, and I'm asking the question, is this C wave finished? Remember, I already threw the fibs on this guy, so let's put the fibs on it again. What's the 1-to-1 extension of this wave that we're expecting? Okay, 1-to-1 extension puts us around, I had earlier 3174, but that was an imperfect pull because I was on a larger time frame. So let me get them as precise as I can get them. There we go. About 3250, guys, that would be fantastic if we get down there because we're not breaking the low and we'd finish this wave, okay? So let's look at this wave and say, okay, I need 5 waves in C. Is it done? Okay? So I need 5 waves in C. Is it finished? Now, what I have up here is a 1-2, and then I have a 1-2. So this is a 1-2. This is a 1-2, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Extended 5th wave. This is an extended 5th wave of the third is the way I'm reading that. The way I'm counting this right now as this is 1, 2, and all of that is 3, and we're actually just we're putting in the 4th wave. Okay, we're putting in the 4th wave. Okay, and then we need the 5th wave to come down here to the 1-to-1 extension. What's up, Akin? How's it going, buddy? All right. So is that possible? Yeah, it's possible. What would that imply? That would imply, guys, that this wave is finished. Okay, it's done. Though I don't like it, to be honest with you. There's a lot of reasons why I don't like it. Finished. I don't think it's finished. It might have some more up to go, but let's just say it's about finished. And we're going to talk about that. We're just looking at this possibly here. This could be possibly a 1, 2. We need 3, 4, 5 to finish that wave out. Okay, so we need 5 waves to finish it out, get us down here to 3252. It would be just below the double bottom, and then we'd have a really moonshot off of that. Okay, so I'm not sure if that is. So we're going to have to look at this wave and ask the question. We're going to have to look at this wave right here and say, okay, is that finished? What is that? Is that a WXY? Is that an ABC? What is that? Okay, and then we got to say, okay, what is this? That dog hey, sorry guys, hold on. Can you put the dog in the back room somewhere? Can you put the dog in the back room for me? Yeah. Thanks, appreciate it. You're fine. My family just came home, so yeah, this is my house. Welcome to my house, guys. Appreciate it. Okay. So let's. So those are questions we have to answer. We still haven't answered whether we still don't know whether this is This is a finished 5 ways. So that might not be 3, guys. 3 might be right here. This was 4 right there. That little thing, and then we get 5 wicking down here. I mean, who knows? I mean, the market does crazy things. So this could be done. It might not be done. I don't know that. Okay. All right, those of you just joining us, welcome, guys. We're in the middle of some Bitcoin TA. I'm going through a series of thoughts that you need to track with. So make sure you rewind and check that out. Make sure you're catching up with us, because it's going to be about an hour live stream, hour and a half, with lots of huge information. Okay, so now let's analyze what's going on here now. Okay. Chart looks like the dog sounds. Oh man, thank you so much. Yeah, that dog, I tell you what. Oh, man. He just started that cough, so, and he hasn't been around any other dogs or anything like that, so we don't know what's going on. James, we took it to the vet. I think he had some steroids and some other stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, I feel bad for him too. He's a pug, so he doesn't have good breathing. And then now that he's got this cough, it's horrible. So anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, no problem, Elias, no problem. All right, where now? So with that in mind, so I've got this question as I'm thinking about this: is C finished? Okay, so that's a constant question in my mind. I can't answer that really until C comes down. I can say maybe it's yeah, no problem, Aaron, no problem, buddy. Let's see. So there's. So that question's there. I'm just letting you know that that's in my mind. Is C finished? It may not be. Okay, I've got this target down here at 32.52, and so it'd be really nice for C to come on down. Okay, and finish it out. But if C's not done, then the question is this wave? If this is a fourth wave, it needs to be 3 waves. Okay, and is it finished? Okay, so we now need to do some work on this wave and ask ourselves, what are we dealing with here? What is this right here? So let's zoom into that and see what we're dealing with here, okay? So now we're going to go down to the 4 hour and just start looking at this wave. Now this is what I've been giving technical analysis on for the past several weeks, 5 weeks now, okay? Since March 20th, and it's now April 20th or it's April 20th, 19th. So that's been a month now, 4 weeks that we've been looking at this correction, okay? So what do we see here? What do we see here? Well, so we got to start looking at this and say, okay, what do we got? So when I start looking into wave, I'm asking myself, this should be a corrective wave if C isn't finished. So if C isn't done, I'm looking for this to be a fourth wave, and it needs to be corrective. Is it showing corrective qualities? Is it showing corrective nature? Okay, so if it's corrective, I'm looking for 3 waves everywhere. 3 waves everywhere. Okay, and so let's just start throwing out what we see here. Okay, 3 waves right there, and those 3 waves need to measure on the fib extension tool to the 127. So I'm going to throw the fib extension tool on this guy right here. I'm going to measure the first wave, come down to the second wave here, and you'll see what we got. We've got 1 to 1, or it's right between the 1 to 1 and the 127. So the first 3 wave that I see here, guys, is right here. See it? Do you see it, boys and girls? Right there, okay? There's a 3-wave move. It measures between the 1 to 1 and the 127. Guys, remember this. If you don't know this, if you most of you have been around a while, you've learned this. But if you don't know it, the 1 to 1 extension and the 127 extension of a wave are corrective levels. When the wave starts getting up here to the 1618 region, if this started coming up and getting up here, we're talking impulse. We're talking not 3 waves. We're talking 5 waves. Okay. But it'll get up here in the 3rd wave, retrace a little bit, and continue on for the 5th wave. Okay, that's what an impulse wave does. Okay, I'll show you, for instance, right here, this wave right here. I'm going to circle it. Let me circle it better, a little bit wider. I'm going to circle that wave. Now let's zoom in on that sucker, and let me show it to you. Not now. I'll get it later. Okay. This looks like an A, B, C. So let's look at right here, just this wave. Come on. This wave right here. That's an impulse wave. Let me show it to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's impulse, okay? And that's a C wave of this A, B, C. So this is actually a W, X, and a Y because we have an A, B, C right here. Okay, let me show you how the fibs match up. So what we do is we measure that guy. Let me show you. Zoom in just a little bit here. Show you how we pull the fibs here. Here's the first wave right here. Right there. 1. That's the first wave. Down to 2. Right there. Look at that. You actually, on this particular wave, the third wave comes up not to the 1618, it goes to the 2618. It's an extended third wave. So the way you would count this wave, Elliott style, is 1, 2, that's 3, this is 4, there's 5. Okay? And that's an impulse wave within this corrective structure. Okay? But that's what an impulse wave does. When the extension of the first wave, well, in the third is an extension of the first to the 1618 or the 2618. You're dealing with an impulse. Okay? A correction, on the other hand, let me go back now to where we were. A corrective wave, I'm trying to find it, there it is, will bring us to the 127 extension. Okay, right here. It'll bring us to the 127 or the 1-to-1 extension of the first wave. Okay, so that's a corrective 3-wave move right there. Done. Okay. Then what we have next is what I see as a 3-wave there. Okay. Actually, a 3-wave here, then a 3-wave there. That's a flat, expanded flat. And then a 5-wave move right here. That's 5 waves. That's what we call a 3-3-5. When you get a 3-3-5 like that, it looks like this. Except this wave didn't come beyond this wave. You usually expect this to come on down, but it didn't do that. It actually came short. And this is what we call a flat, but it's a special kind of flat. This is what we call a running flat. And that's the way I'm looking at that wave for now. That's the best way I can understand it. A, B, C. That's a running flat. Okay, so in the first 2 waves here, I see 3 and I see 3. That's the first thing I'm looking. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right. So yeah, I do count this as a WXY as a potential, and this is a WXY. Actually, this is an ABC. This is an ABC move because a running flat would be an ABC. Okay? And then, what do we have? Okay, this is where it gets hard. This is where it gets really hard. Because what is this right here? What is this? This could be some kind of A wave, a B wave, and now we're getting ready to get the C wave. Okay? And what that would give us, guys, let me do it a different way. What that would give us here is an A, a B, and then we'd have a C up to our $9,000 region in that ballpark, okay? And what that would be is an a WXY with an ABC connecting wave here. I know it's getting messy here. Okay? And then we got another ABC. So that could be where we're headed to finish out a WXY. And what that would be, guys, in the grand scheme of our count, if you remember, we're asking the question, is C finished? This would be a very large 4th wave retrace back up to this region. Okay? And so basically our count would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got to come down for 5. That's possible. All right? That's possible. That might be where we're headed. One way to interpret it. Okay. How are we doing so far? We doing all right with that? Now, let me show you the other ways to interpret it, because this can get a lot more complex than that. This wave can last forever. Okay, 4th waves are often, you see this little 2nd wave up here, really, really small, really, really protracted. That's the rule of alternation, okay? So now we're getting this complex 4th wave, potentially. It might not be a 4th wave, guys. It could be a 1 wave. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But let me show you some other possibilities for this last wave here. This wave right here, it makes more sense to me personally for this thing to come down like that. Okay? And that would be a 3-wave B wave or an X wave. And that would give us a boom, boom, boom like that. There you go, Max. Okay? So that would be a WXY there. I am currently short right now, but cautiously short. Cautiously short. because we could be heading up to this region right there. Okay, we could be heading up. Yeah, I remember some trolls and some people saying after we got this wave the other day, like, Jim, can't you see we're heading down? This is a train and we're going down. And look what the market did. It just came right back up and went higher than that wave. That's what the market does, guys. That's what the market does. Now, interpreting that wave is challenging. I know there's somebody out there that counts it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and they count it as a expanding diagonal. Okay, and basically what we have out of that is what I've been saying is an expanded flat here. So this is out of that an expanded flat. So that would be a 5, a 3. What we would expect after that then, if that's the case, 5, 3, what comes next? Well, if it starts with a 5, it needs to end with a 5. Okay, so 5, 3, 5. Okay, now that would be a 3-wave move in the middle of this. Okay, so this would be our W wave, that would be an X wave, and then we'd be going up here to our region. That would finish out the wave. Then we'd be going down to finish. We'd be going down to finish our 5th wave. So that's a way it could happen. I can't say that's going to happen, but that's a way it could happen. They could draw this out forever. And check it out. Check it out, guys. Look at, what is it? Is it May 11th? Daniel, I do use other techniques, but my channel isn't devoted to those techniques. Okay, my channel is devoted to Elliott Wave. So good question, man. My channel is devoted to Elliott Wave theory. I'm showing you the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. I'll be honest with you. I mean, there are other guys that do TA from other perspectives. They do a great job, and I'm not going to repeat what they do. There aren't a lot of us that do Elliott Wave analysis, and there aren't many who do the micro analysis like I do it. Okay. So I do micro analysis every day, and provide you kind of a surf advisory, so to speak, as you're surfing these little waves. So that's just what my channel's about. That's all. Well, good question, man. So May 11th is the halving, or halvening, or whatever it is. So if we're expecting to be bearish around the halvening or right after the halvening, think about that. So here it is, right here, May 11th. So what if we came down here to this region, and then we shot up here? Boom. Okay. So this you might call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like it, but let's just call it that for now. And then we came down here. Everybody's thinking bears. Then we shoot up here, and then once we get to May 11th here, guys, we tank. And everybody would expect that, and everybody's like, yeah. And so that's a way possibly that the future might come to fruition with this Elliott Wave theory. Who knows? So yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you know what, Lammy, I would like to learn. I know there's a guy on YouTube that does order block theory. I'd like to learn that. I haven't learned that yet. I haven't dove into that. I don't know how to say that. I'd like to dive into that. So yeah, thanks for sharing that. I haven't heard what it was called, but I know he talks about the order book a lot. And I see and watch the order book a lot in Coinbase, and I understand what's going on, but he's got a lot more involved in it. I'd really like to learn about that. So that's on my list of things to learn about. In the Forex, there is no order book that you can see, so you got to trade off the chart completely. But here on these exchanges, you can trade, using order book. Okay. All right. What else could happen here? So the way I'm thinking about this is a 5. That's a 3. I'm looking for a 5 wave down. That's what I'd like to see. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm trading right now. But you know what? It might be heading up to the upside. Let's talk about some RSIs here for just a minute. Let's see. I am on the 4-hour chart here. Let's see if I can make the RSI a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, you'll notice that price is making a right in this range. We're going higher lows here, but you'll notice that the RSI, guys, is making lower lows on the same peaks. Okay, that's divergence, and that is called hidden bullish divergence. And so that's really critical to see that that's hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour chart in the immediate time frame, which tells me most likely we're going to get a move to the upside, probably coming, and it's going to hit this high. Now I can't say it's going to make a higher high. It might just be a hit to the high, or a double top or something like that. I'd like to see it stay below this right here. I'd like to see that, but I can't guarantee that's going to happen. But that might happen. So we might just get a move up here like that, okay, and then we go down for our our C wave of this move like that. But notice the other divergence that's on this chart right here. This is a lower high, okay, and wait a minute, it's not. Oh, that's not divergent. Sorry, there was divergence here somewhere. Where did I see the divergence? Oh, it was on the smaller time frame. It had to be. On the 2-hour time frame. I know I'm not crazy. I could have sworn there was divergence. Huh, I thought there was. Was it Ethereum that I saw that? Maybe it was Ethereum. I just had it earlier, so I'm not sure. Okay. So yeah, that's a big question mark, guys. Back to our analysis here. Let's go back to the 6-hour. There we go. We got a 3-wave here, a 3-wave here. So are we making a 3-wave? So basically, is this what we're looking at, like that, or is this second wave going to come down here first, and then this is what we're looking at? Okay, all of this is bearish count because all of that is still, even though we're going up to $8,000 or $9,000, that's still going to bring us down to make a lower low or a double bottom, one of the two. Okay, that's the bear count. Let's talk about the bull count from here. So let me recap here the bear count. I've got 2 bear counts here, maybe 3. So I got a 3-wave here, 3-wave here. This is the big question mark. What is this? Okay, here's 2 things I can see here. That's one. Okay, that's one possibility. That we come down here a little bit, and then we go back up, and that makes our last 3-wave. Or what seems a little bit more symmetrical is that. Okay, and we're going up. That's possible. Really is possible. We might come on down here first and then go. Okay, the other and both of those counts go. That puts us up here, finishing in this range, $8,000 to $9,000, and then we go down for our 5th wave to finish C, and then that's when we begin mooning. Okay, that's bear count. Let's talk about the bull count. Now, by the way, all of this is a bull count in the large macro. Okay, all of this is. Okay. Let me clear this off here, guys. Here's a bullish count. This is a leading diagonal. Okay? That's you'd say all these 3-wave moves that you see is a leading diagonal. Right there. Okay. I don't like it in here. That's really troubling to me, but we're just going to leave it there for now. So that's a way to interpret it. If that's a leading diagonal, then what we're going to get here is a 3-wave move that comes down to this region or this region. Okay, you can see this line here, this line there. Those are 2 good regions for price to come down to. Okay, if I put the fibs on that guy, if this second wave is finished, that's putting us down here at 6,000, roughly $6,000. 63 if it's really impulsive to the upside. And then what that does is after this 3-wave is finished, that's when we get the really big wave to follow. That would be 1, 2, giant wave 3. There's the bull count.
Don't ever trade your favorite things ever.
Okay, so there we go. That's the TA for you. Now, let's do a final look. Let's look at the micro count and see if we can figure out what this is doing to give us some ideas on where price is heading in the micro time frames. Okay, so that's the analysis. I can't tell you which one of those counts is right, but that's the way I'm looking at it here, guys. If I were you, I would put this trend line on your chart. Okay, put that trend line on your chart generally. And then if we break it to the downside, guys, that's going to be pretty bearish. It looks like, for those of you that like chart patterns, okay, it looks like we're getting a head and shoulders here. It's got an upward neckline, so this might come on up here and then back down. So that's possible. So be aware of that possibility, guys, that we might have a head and shoulders on our hands. Okay, that's going to bring us down here. What would that do to us here on the count? And that would actually begin our 5-wave move to the downside. I'm not a big chart pattern guy, so I see everything in Elliott wave. I don't see it in chart patterns. So that's a possibility. Let's see here. What else do we have? Now, this is I'm having a hard time interpreting this wave, but there's really 5 waves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and in this one I see 5 waves, and this one I see 5 waves. So I see 5 waves everywhere. So it is possible, even though this doesn't come to the 1618, it is possible that this is a 5-wave move. Okay, that is a possibility. Though I don't like it because I really I like to see this first wave come down to the 1618. Okay, so I like to see this third wave hit that, a little bit of a pullback and a 5th wave, but we didn't get that. But we did get 5 waves. Okay, so that's possible. It doesn't, there's 5 waves there. All right. Then we got a 3-wave pullback that had a nice correction here, guys. I mean, and this is actually 5 waves, and I'll show this to you here. This is an impulse right here. So you'll see that we got a 3-wave move right. Oh, come on. I'm trying. We got a 3-wave move here. Okay. What fib level did it come back to? 50% looks like. Actually, golden zone, guys, or the 618. It bounced. It wicked off the 618 retrace of that wave. So I mean that's a beautiful 618. And then we got an impulse down to the downside. Okay, so let's see if that's an impulse. It looks like 3 waves right there, but when you measure it and look at it on the small time frame, it looks impulsive. But it may not be. It may be corrective. But let me show you what I'm seeing here. Again, this is micro analysis, guys. This is, here's the 1618. We came and wicked it, came back up, finished it, 5th wave. I love that. Okay, very small 4th wave, very big 2nd wave as rule of alternation. I like that. I like that a lot. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to me. That's an impulse. So what I'm waiting for is a 3-wave correction that does not break the top here. So I'm a little concerned because this is kind of going straight up. So it's a little concerning to me. So we'll have to see how that fits in, because if we break this top. Okay, so that's something you got to consider, guys. If we break this top right here, this can't be. So what I'm thinking right now is that this could be a 1, 2 to the downside, and now we're going 3, 4, 5 after that. Okay, that's the way I'm thinking about that wave. And the reason I'm thinking of it is because I got a potential 5 wave here, 3-wave pullback to the 618 retrace, and then we got an impulse down again. We got a 5-wave move, so that's followed by a 3-wave. Okay, and then I'm looking for a 5-wave after that. Okay, now what happened? Here's the way that invalidates. If this comes up, if price comes up and breaks this can't be a 1 wave followed by a 2, because 2 cannot, by rule, Elliott wave, 2 cannot break the origin of 1. It can't do that. So that wouldn't be a 1-2. It has to be something else. So I would have to reinterpret this as a 3-wave move. Okay, so right now it's a potential 5-wave to the downside, and I'm watching that. And I'm looking to see, I'd like to see a 3-wave move to the upside, stopping before the end of this wave, and then a nice impulse to the downside, a big impulse to the downside. That's what I would like to see, and that would validate our downside bias right now. Now, what's another way we can interpret here? If we look on the 15-minute chart, let's look at some RSI, see if there's anything in the RSI. It's kind of telling us here what it's going to do. Let's see here. Nothing really jumping out at us, jumping out at me. No divergence or anything. Is that yours or mine?
Yours.
Thank you. Hey, everybody, this is my son. It's my son, Samuel. Say hi, buddy.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Now, do you ask them how y'all doing?
How are you doing?
All right, go eat. Yeah. I'm Lammy. I'll get there, buddy. I promise. Yeah, we'll talk about that potential. So anyway, but right now I'm just looking at this wave and say, okay, what is it showing me? What is it telling me? Okay, so right now I've got a. This is a 5-wave bias with a 3-wave pullback, and then another 5-wave. So that's why I'm biased right now to the downside until that's invalidated. If we come up and break this high again, I'm going to have to reinterpret. So if we break this high right here, I'm going to have to reinterpret that. That cannot be a 1-wave, a 5-wave impulse. I would be constrained then to interpret it as a 3-wave pullback. Okay? And then because price broke, because remember the 2-wave cannot break the origin of the 1-wave. That's a strong rule that must happen. Okay, hey guys. So that's a big deal. So if price gets up here and makes another high, guys, then this idea that the 1-2 and we're going 3 down is all invalidated. So yeah, this is 1-2. Unless it breaks this high, then this isn't a 1-wave. So then my next thought would be, okay, then maybe I have a 3-wave. This is a 3-wave, and now I got another 3-wave, but we can't break this high. And then I would still have a 1-2 on our hand. Then we could still go down. If price comes up here and it breaks this high, then all of that to the downside, all of this micro analysis would be incorrect. But the way I'm interpreting it now is to the downside, but it would all be incorrect. Okay, that means we would be going up. Then I'd have to reinterpret everything to the upside. My problem with interpreting this to the upside, this part to the upside, is that this is 3 waves. There's no doubt about it. Let me show you what I see. So what I'm trying to teach you guys is I'm letting the structure give me my bias. I'm letting the structure of what I'm seeing show me what I need to be thinking about where price is going. Okay, I see. Let's see. I see this as 1, 2. This comes up to the 127 extension, guys. So we got a 5-wave, we got a 3-wave, and then I see 5 waves in here. Now the only way that can be any different is if right in here this is 1, 2, but I'm not seeing that. This looks like some kind of a leading diagonal here. 1, 2. Okay, this isn't 3. This is more like an ABC, a 5, 3, 5, with a 3-wave pullback, and then a 5, 3, 5. I guess that would be a 5, 3, 5 again. So that would be a WXY correction right there. That's the way I'm interpreting that. This does not look like an impulse. It does not measure impulsively. If you're going to count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what you have here is the 4-wave retracing into the area of the top of 1, and that's a rule that cannot be. But again, this is on the micro, and this is a leveraged market, so some people fudge that rule. So again, this is micro analysis, guys. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think there's a big move coming up or down. I'm not sure which, but we're trying to figure it out for sure. So right now my bias is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking for a 3-wave move, and then continue downside. Now this could be my 3-wave move right here, and this is 1, 2, and this is coming down after that. I can't say that, but it's a possibility. All right, Let's try to look bullishly. So this structure right here is pointing down to me. This has to get more impulsive for me to think. If this is a 1, so let's just count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an impulse wave right there. Someone might say, hey, that's an expanding diagonal right there. I'm not a big fan of expanding diagonals. I know that they're not very common. I don't like that. I don't think about charts like that generally. That's my last go-to, expanding diagonals as a way to interpret this. I generally don't interpret the charts with expanding diagonals personally. So, but again, this one looks a lot more close to an expanding diagonal than anything. That looks like a diagonal potentially. Okay. So anyway, I just don't like how short this third wave is. I wish it was down here. Okay. So let's count this as corrective, and that this is a 1 wave followed by a 2. Where would we be heading if we're going up from here? I just don't think the micro is pointing up, but it could be. It really could, because we do have bullish divergence here. We have the hidden bullish divergence. But here's the problem with hidden bullish. We had hidden bullish last night, and we got a big move to the downside. Any strong candle that comes down, it'll wipe that divergence out like nobody's business. Okay, so keep that in mind. This looks like a little head and shoulders here, guys. In the RSI, and there's a head and shoulders here. So we might be getting a head and shoulders in preparation for an up move later. So I don't know. This is where it's a big I don't know. We're just trying to figure it out. We're trying to use what we know and apply Elliott wave theory to say, can it give us an edge on where price is heading? Sometimes my analysis is right and sometimes it's wrong. And so, we never know. So we're just trying to figure it out together. And Elliott wave is one of the tools that we use. We use RSI as well. We use moving averages. And all kinds of things. All right, on the hourly, the moving averages here, you can see that price is just above the 20, but the 20 crossed the 50 to the downside, and price is oscillating on either side of the 20, so we don't have a clear direction with the moving averages here. Price looks like it's wanting to start coming down again. That head and shoulders. Now this thing could go sideways for a little while. Okay, before it goes down, that's a possibility as well. Might get that spike to the upside like I talked about, and then down. Okay, it might just come up to the high and then down. And that would finish us out here for that head and shoulders. Okay, so that's bearish again. That's all my brain is just seeing bearish right here. Now I have to force myself to see bullish. So let me force myself to see bullish. Let me go out. That would mean that all of this is a WXY. It's a 3-wave move here, not a leading diagonal. So ignore the leading diagonal here. Let's just get rid of that. Let's just ignore that for right now. And then we put the fibs on this. Stop. And the fibs would be right here to there. 1-to-1 extensions at 9,000. Okay. 1-to-1 extensions, 89.53, 9,000 region. The way we would count that would be, this would be W, that's X. We're looking for Y to finish up right up here. And that would give us a 3-wave move there. This looks like 5 waves, but it doesn't measure like 5 waves, so I don't like it as 5 waves, but could be. So if that's a 5, this would be a 3. We'd be looking for 5 waves to the upside. Okay, there it is. That's what's up, Meyer? How's it going, my friend, my best friend? How are you, buddy? So yeah, there we go. So right now, I don't know where we're going. I need the market to do something definitive right now, because we're kind of in a no man's land right now, and the market's kind of consolidating. Traders are taking taking positions to the upside, to the downside. For me, I think down is the direction, but others think it's up. But I'm trading it down right now. I'm still short. I'm not underwater, but I'm a little in the negative right now. My position was 71.70. I just held it for the stop hunt up to 7300, and it came back down. And so I'm just kind of waiting around right now. For me, I'm short. Ooh, that's a lot. That was an hour's worth of Bitcoin TA right there. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Back to the regular schedule. So. My sickness is over. Finally, Lord, thank the Lord, and I've got my energy back. I've caught up with work, so yeah, I feel pretty good about getting back to normal. There's an hour's worth of BTC TA. A lot of it's going to be the same with Ethereum. So let's jump into Ethereum now. Unless anybody has any questions about the BTC analysis that you just watched.
So just get a couple of these.
I'll pause for a moment. Yeah, Craig, no problem, man. Hope was that clear as mud? Da, da, da.
It's almost 9:30. We're going to bed. And we're not going to sleep all day. That's quick. We gotta get your schedule straight. It's not straight. What schedule? The schedule of sleeping.
Nice, man. Nice, Denny. I'm glad that was helpful. All right. I'll do ETH BTC after I do ETH and LTC. Okay, I'll do that. I promise. But I'm going to do ETH now. I'm just giving everybody a chance to ask any questions about BTC for now. In particular, what I just went over after that hour. I know it was a lot, and I hope some of you were able to really think that through with me. Let me ask you a question. How many of you benefited from hearing me think it through for an hour with you out loud, as opposed to me preparing a chart or 3 charts for you and showing you in about 5 or 10 minutes the different charts that are available? What's your preference for the channel? Just curious. Do you like watching me do it out loud and show you the thought process, or would you rather just see the kind of see? For my thinking, Sunday night charts. This is about teaching, showing charts. And giving education, and just taking some time with you guys. And the weekly videos are just quick updates, 5 or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, just kind of getting us up to date. So that's the way I think about it. But I don't know. What are your thoughts? What's the feedback on the think aloud there? What do you think? I'm just letting time elapse here.
Why are you just standing there? Go.
If it breaks 31.15, Craig, then my 1-2-1-2 scenario is out the window. That 1-2-1-2 I showed you with the big 3 wave, it's out the door. That can't be that. That means we're going to make a lower low, and could be a triangle still, but yeah, it could still be the triangle, but it wouldn't be the 1-2-1-2. Cool. Thanks for that feedback, guys. And anybody else that gets a chance, you give me some feedback as well. Ultimately, I want to give you guys what you want. I want you to like what you're watching and watch it more, right? So ultimately, that's what I want in the channel, and I don't want to waste my time doing stuff you guys are just bored with. So, all right, let's jump into ETH. We're not going to spend a lot of time on ETH here. I'm not going to do an hour's worth of TA because we always start with Bitcoin, and then everything else with ETH is pretty much the same kind of ideas. Okay, so let's just zoom out just a little bit here. Let me remove my drawings here.
Get the key and jump down
Lammy, eventually I'm going to Discord, buddy, and we're going to be able to do that once I go full time. I'm going to Discord, and everybody that's in my Patreon group, we'll shift over to Discord, and we'll be able to talk like that and bounce ideas off each other. Okay. All right, Ernest, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Awesome. Well, Daniel, hey, glad you're around. And yeah, I mean, once you understand Elliott Wave, you'll like it more and more. You got to understand how to use it with the fibs for sure. And I do some videos on explaining it. The big deal is understanding the structures, fives and threes, looking for impulses and corrections. I think you'll actually find the more you watch the channel, you'll like it more and more once you understand it. But most people don't understand it, and therefore they don't like it much because they don't like what they don't understand. So, yeah, agreed. Hamed, agreed. All right, let's look at it. I think Ethereum is a WXY. Check it out, guys. Right there it is. We came to the 1-to-1 extension. It probably has room to go to 205. I'm kind of expecting that strong possibility. Okay. Here's my count here. This is a W. That's a 3-wave. Here's a 3-wave flat right here. It's a running flat. That's our X wave. And now we need a 3-wave move. It's not quite finished, I don't think. I don't think it's finished. We need Y to finish, okay? And we're looking for 3 waves in Y. So that would be a WXY. That's what a WXY is, guys. It's a 2, 3. It's a double zigzag is what it is, with a connector wave in the middle, which is a 3-wave as well. So that's what a WXY is. And that is the most common correction in Bitcoin. That's a complex correction, and that's the most common, WXYs. They're all over the place, all over the chart. So that's the way I'm looking at it. That's an easy chart right there. So that's why I'm kind of saying, yeah, there might be another push up to the upside before down. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning to a move to the upside with Ethereum. So if that's the case, we have to look at this wave and say, okay, is there 5 waves finished? And so let's look in here and let's try to do a micro analysis of that wave and see if there's 5 waves finished in here. But really, I'm not seeing many other ways to interpret this other than a WXY. So that's kind of an easy chart. It's a better chart to trade in a lot of ways than Bitcoin is. I might have to start trading it more often because that is a pretty chart. Excuse me 1 second. Yeah, Lammy, I mean, that's a possibility, for sure. Okay, let's look at this wave, because this is 5 waves finished. 3-wave pullback, need 5 waves finished in here. So that's what we got to see here. So this is the lowest wave right there. You know, Robert, that is possible. Let's go to the 1-hour chart, see what we see here. This is the lowest wave there. Now, this could be an expanded flat, but that would be a corrective wave. It's too tall, can't be an expanded flat. Can't be. So, now here's my problem. Here's why Ethereum could be finished. We hit the 1-to-1 extension, and this is the way I count this wave. Right here. This wave right here, this isn't 1-2, okay? That's not a 1-2. This is actually 1-2, okay? We came to the 3-6-1-8 extension. So I would count this as 1, 2. This is 3 here. The sideways stuff is 4, and then we got an extended 5th wave, okay? Let's measure that 5th wave and see what we got.
So what is she?
There we go. It almost came to the 1-to-1 extension, and that's often when you get an extended 5th. That's often where it comes. So, guys, I'm really leaning for the idea that this thing might be finished. This thing could be just finished. The 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a 5 wave, and that would be a what that would be is a 5, 3, 5 wave. Okay, that'd be 5, 3, 5. Yeah, same kind of structure here, guys. Check this wave out. The way I would count this 5-wave move is pretty interesting. Sorry guys, I don't have my glasses, so I'm like, you know, squinting. 1, 2, that's 3, that's 4, extended fifth. Boom. Let's see if that passes the 1-to-1 extension test. Yeah, this actually came to the 127 extension, past the 1-to-1. It's really extended wave there. But that looks like a 5, a 3, and a 5. Okay, this 5 could be finished. Could be finished. It did hit the 1-to-1 extension beautifully, and it reacted. You know, I'm short in BTC, so this thing could be coming down. But we could be moving up here to, you know, what do you call it? To the 127. I don't think so though. I think we're probably done. 535. Now let's check the fibs on this guy. Let's measure that wave. It doesn't look like a 1-to-1. It looks like it came to the 786 and stopped. Let's see if that's correct. Boom, came to the 786 and stopped. That's possible, okay? But the 1-to-1 extension is up here at 200. So if we get a 535 and the 1-to-1's up here, guys, we could be getting a move up to here, okay? Because again, generally speaking, waves go to the 1-to-1, okay? But they can stop at the 786. Probably why we got the bounce, because this is the 786. There is also structure right here. We hit the bottom of the structure right there. Okay, so that's the reason we bounced. Now, whether we get an up move, can't say for certain. Yeah, just wait it out, Akeem, because it's going to be coming down. It's just wait it out. Just relax, chill. It might get up to $200. Don't fret, don't freak. It's going to tank after that. Most likely, it's going to tank big time. So if we get a move up with Ethereum, guys, it's going to tank on you. Okay, it's going to go down fast. Same thing with Bitcoin, guys. So remember, if we get an up move in Bitcoin, don't freak out if you miss it for some reason. Just wait for the short. Wait for it to finish. And then short the mess out of it, okay? But don't freak. Don't chill. The market always comes back, okay? Let's look at the micro analysis of this wave and see if there's anything that gives us a hint on where it's going, okay? So that's what micro analysis is for. It's not. It's really just to see if there's anything in the wave structure that says, hey, price is going to be heading this way. Let's get to the 5-minute chart. See what the structure's telling us here. Yeah, this wick. You know, wicked into here. Let's pretend that wick's not there, guys, because this is a really nice 5-wave structure, but the only problem is, does that 3-wave come? Yeah, it doesn't come to the 1618, so I don't like that so much. But, you know, it could be a 5-wave move, but it just doesn't do what we like to see a lot of 5-waves do. Expanded diagonal, that's the only way to interpret that bullish. Let's look at this wave and see what that is. Yeah, this is a 5-wave move, guys. That's a beautiful 5-wave, okay? So this is just like Bitcoin. We got a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This wave is coming up. Hopefully it'll finish correctively and not break the top. If price breaks 184, okay? If price breaks 184, guys, then this isn't a 1-wave and a 2-wave with downside expectation. This is something else. This would be like a 5, a 3, and we'd be getting a 5. We'd be going up here, most likely. Or we could be going up to the 200 from there. So if we break 184, that's a line in the sand for Ethereum, guys. 184 is a key level. Okay. Hi, Jimmy. So there you go. So as long as we come down from here, that looks impulse to me. This doesn't look 3 waves, but it could be. Let's see the 1-minute chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3-wave down. I don't like it. This could be a 1, 2. This could be a WXY with a really dinky X wave. Don't like it though. I think that's forcing it. Looks kind of impulsive, but let's see what price does. Let's see what price does. But this looks kind of 5-wave-ish to me. But it could be ABC-ish. It could be A, B, C. Could be. But I don't know. I see 5 waves in this third. Yeah, I see. It passes all the tests, guys. Really looks to the downside to me. From there, from here, down. So that's what structure's telling me. But if I'm wrong, if my interpretation of that's wrong, you'll know it if price hits 184 from here, then that interpretation is wrong. Okay. We're going up. So if we break 184, we're going up. You might do a short-term long. Now, if it breaks, if you come up here, let's do a line of the sand up here, line of death here at 191. You're going to 200, most likely. If you break 191, this isn't a 1-2 to the downside. If you break 191.20, okay. If we break that, this isn't 1-2. It has to be. This has to be a corrective wave. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going up to 200. Okay, so know that. All right, there's your TA for Ethereum. Let's look at Litecoin. Same thing. Same thing. I want to check my. Okay, good deal. I'm watching EU, guys. I got some price levels. I'm waiting on. We've already hit one of them. I'm waiting on price to get down. Probably down here before I go long, but if any of you trading EU, I'm waiting for the 1-to-1 or the 1618. I believe this is an A, B, and C, and I'm going to be going long once we get down to this region here. I might play this little move short. We'll see, but I just had to take a peek at EU there because that's a trade I'm waiting on. Waiting on that trade, so that's an elite wave trade idea there for EU. If any of you trade Forex, okay. Same thing here in Litecoin. Got the running flat in there. The only problem here is we haven't gotten up to the 1-to-1 extension. What if I pull it down here? Still haven't got anywhere close to the 1-to-1 extension.
That's why it's so cold.
So is this a leading diagonal with a 5-3, and we're going to get a 5 wave down, a 3 wave move to the downside like so? That's bullish because that's doing. Oh, sorry. That's going. I'm having a hard time here. Like that. And then we go up from there. That's mooning. So even though that's a bearish look on it, we're going to be going down. And that would be basically that right there. Then we go up. Possibility. I don't like the WXY because we haven't gotten anywhere near the 1-to-1 extension of the first wave. Nowhere near it. But I don't like the leading diagonal because I don't see a clear third wave. So that's not a leading diagonal either. That's a really hard wave. So that means we're probably not finished. That this is probably... Let's do it this way. See how this wave... Do boom boom. Let's see. Let's go up to here. No, don't like it. I don't know what to do with this wave, guys. I really don't. I don't know what to do with that wave, guys. It's just a real truncated. You got a clear 3 wave. Not so clear after that. Yeah, I mean, ETH could see lower lows if this is a 5 wave move. this is WX and we're getting a Y wave. This is down to 90, 70. So if that's a WXY there, so that's a 3-wave move. But it could be unlikely that it hits it. That's it. But this is a really weird shape here. Really weird. Can't tell you. I can't tell you that for certain, Craig. Sorry. Litecoin, guys, is an enigma to me. I don't know how to see that. I need more information. I just Bitcoin's same thing, but I'm inclined to say that this is some kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I just don't like the shape of it. I just don't like the shape of it. But it could be finished. This is a 5-wave move down, or 5-wave impulse down, then a 3-wave pullback, and we're going down for. So this could be some kind of a diagonal, and I just don't like it. And then we're getting a, come on, 3-wave move there, like that, and then we moon from there. Yeah, that's an enigma to me, guys. Sorry about that. I'm going to leave Litecoin alone for a little while. I'm not trading it right now because of that. The chart's too unclear. If I were trading Litecoin, I would trade it off of the Bitcoin chart. I trade it off of, so whatever Bitcoin does, it's a clearer chart. I would trade it based on Bitcoin's chart. Let's go down the micro count, see if there's anything clear there. Lammy, I see your idea that just came in. See, now this is more clear of an impulse, guys. I like this better as an impulse. Okay, clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. That's beautiful. Now, we need a 3-wave pullback. Okay, 3-wave pullback. So, yeah, you know what? Litecoin might be helpful on the micro here. This is probably what we're going to get here. It's probably what we're going to get tonight. And then at 6 a.m. we start dumping. That's what I think. Now, I don't know how far we're going to go, but it's at least an ABC, but it could be a 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there I finished the big three. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. I'm ready to take chart requests. Okay, what was the Robert? Give me the list, man, if you got it, Robert Justison. If you kept the list for me, I really appreciate it. I don't want to have to go back through the... that's okay, Crypto Sats. You can just rewind, man. You'll catch it all. But I'm getting ready to do TA on any chart you guys want, and I'll do it for... we're going to do a chart blitz for the next 15-20 minutes, and that's all I'm giving you. Then I got to go. All right, because I'm getting pretty tired. But that was an hour and a half of TA on Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, okay? All right, the first one I remember, let's see. Okay, give me a list of them, Robert, if you don't mind, buddy. Duplicate this, and here we go. Starting with TSE. What is TSE? And ACB, what is that, Robert? Hey, Craig, glad you stopped by, man. Cheers. I see TSE here, but what is ACB? I don't know what that is. I see TSE, but I'm not seeing ACB. Oh, hey, Mark. MM. All right. We'll start with TSC by itself. Oh, that's a Toronto Stock Exchange, and you want Aurora on this Toronto. Okay, gotcha. So let's do ACB then on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Gotcha. And ACB is Aurora. I don't see. Oh, there's TSX right there. Boom. There it is. That's down, down, down is what that is. Okay. It's cannabis. Okay, gotcha. Let's go to the daily. Wow, this thing's tanking. It's negative. I mean, it's how? Oh no, it's 97 cents. I mean, you got some. First thing I see is bullish divergence here. Number one. I mean, how can you get any cheaper than 97 cents? It's a buy. Let me just check the daily here. Looks like an ending diagonal there, buddy. Yeah, you got a nice ending diagonal here. That's really a pretty one. One, two, three, four. Finishing it up. I mean, it's a buy pretty soon. I'd say if you're investing, now's the time. You're due for a bounce. Yeah. Guys, you never buy. Never buy up here. Never, 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 never. Okay, this is where we buy, down here. Okay, this is where we buy. Now, I don't know anything about Aurora, so, you know. But anyway, it looks like a nice ending diagonal here. It looks like a good 5 waves to me, or a good ABC right here. Okay. This giant ABC is right here. Came to the 127 extension. It's beautiful. I mean, go at it, man. It's pretty. Yeah, 97 cents, man. That's as cheap as you're gonna get right there, guys. That's a beautiful buy right there. Okay, next chart. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna look at Link against BTC. Look at Binance chart. Look at Link go. Look at Link go. Oh, my wife just gave me a Cadbury egg. Oh, man. Thank you.
You know where that's going to live, right?
Huh?
Where that's going to live, right?
What's that?
You know where it's going to live, right?
Where?
Not on mine, but yours.
Oh, okay. Mmm.
That tastes so good going down.
Okay. What's Link doing? Against BTC. Wow. Looks like it's finishing up a 5th wave diagonal. Might make one more high, but it's ready. It's ready to move down. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Looks like it's trying to finish up a diagonal. Or it is finished and it's getting ready to go down. So could come up here and then down. Okay, or it's ready to come down now. Once BTC starts going up, Link's going to go down against BTC. I don't think we're going to get a moonshot with Link against BTC. That's my take on that. Looks like it's finishing up. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's extended fifth. That could be all finished. Let's see if it's finished. Throw the fibs on this guy. From 1 to 3 to 4. Yeah, that's an extended fifth. Came to the 1-to-1 extension, guys. I'd be looking to sell Link against BTC. If you're trading Link against BTC, I'd be looking to sell it. It's at a sell stage. It is not at a buy stage. See, we had hidden bullish divergence down here. This is the daily chart, but that's played out now. But we don't have any divergence to the downside. So when I'm not sure what's going on, I want to wait for an engulfing candle to the downside and then a retest. In other words, I'm looking for some kind of engulfing candle. The way I trade is looking for an engulfing candle to the downside, then a retest. That's the sell point, and then we take it down. Okay, but I'm looking for sells here. I'm not looking for buys. Now we may get some more. You may get some more upward movement here. Okay, you may get some more upward movement, but this thing's finishing up. Okay, in my opinion, I'm not here to give you financial advice. It's just the way I see the chart. Okay, so one more wave to the upside maybe, and then we're going down. So that's the way it looks to me. Link against BTC. All right, Tesla. Let's look up Tesla. I'm just gonna hit these fast here. Tesla on the Nasdaq. What's up, Phil Milton? How's it going? I just did Link against the BTC. I'll try to do Link as well by itself here shortly. Okay, Tesla. Where are we? I called this move to almost 1,000. Anyway, we've got a 3-wave move down, and we're looking for a 5th wave to finish up to the upside here, guys. Let me show you the 3-wave move down here. Let's go to the 3-day chart. No, let's go to the daily. You can see it better. Okay, see this 3 waves here, guys? I mean, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And look at it. Came to the 127 extension. That's a corrective. That's a corrective wave. Okay, guys. So Tesla's a buy right now, most likely, but not maybe right exactly now, but it could be. Tesla's looking like a buy. It's coming against the 1618, so be careful because the 3rd wave is about finished unless it gets extended to the 2618. Can't say whether one is going to happen or the other. So anyway, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to look like a double top. Going to probably get up here to 1,000 maybe, and then we're going to really tank. Maybe. Everything is just real sideways. Yeah, it may go down for a really steep correction, and then up again. So I'm not sure about what's going to do afterwards, but it's looking like a buy right now. I take it to at least $1,000. So Tesla's looking like a buy to me. Not financial advice, but you do the way the chart looks. Now there might be a 4th wave pullback. You might want to wait for it. A little 4th wave pullback, and then the buy. Okay, next one. Let's see the next one on the list. Let's do Link against. Let's do Link against US dollar here, real fast. I'm just kind of blitzing these guys. Okay. We'll do it on Binance. Okay, let's see. This is the daily chart. No, there is some divergence here. Small time frame right there. Right there. That doesn't mean it's going to go down right now, but there is some divergence. It looks like down is in the cards. This looks like a. See how this looks like a 3-wave move? Right here. Came to the one. Yeah, it looks like a 3-wave move, guys. This looks like a flat to me right there. So this, to me, the way I'm interpreting this looks like, maybe some kind of a, it's either an ABC or a diagonal there, like that's an A. And then the B wave is an expanded flat. That's what I'm seeing here. Right there. But now we need a C wave. So, or this could be a three wave, that's W, that's X, and now we're getting the Y wave right here, and then that's going to take us down, and then we go up. So link against, again, we were linking against BTC looking like a sell, and link against the US dollar is also looking like a sell pretty soon. Let's look into the small time frame here on link and see if it's, you know, because we got the same corrective structure here, just like Bitcoin here. Let's just see what we've got here. Three wave move. Or that's there, and this goes here. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's a tough one, guys. Looks like it's finished. If it continues beyond $3.9, it's going to look kind of really impulsive to me. What if I just start it right here, ignore that wick? What if I ignore the wick? 5, 3. I like that. It got impulsive on us. If I ignore this wick right here and just count this 1, 2, 3. That's a little bit more bullish. It's a lot more bullish. 3, 4, 5, or this could be 3 right there. That's 4. I like that better. And we're getting 5. And that is an impulse to the upside. This is a three-wave move to the downside. That's an impulse to the upside. I just don't like the overall structure. This could be a 5. Is that a 5, 3, 5? Flat? Correction? Could be. This is a tough one, guys. Could be 5, 3, 5, and done. We got an impulse here. We're going to get a three-wave down, and then we're mooning. So down is coming. Down is coming. So this isn't a buy zone. I wouldn't be buying right now. Wait for it to pull back. Wait for it to come down. Okay, and see how it comes down. Does it come down impulsively? Does it come down correctively? But be patient on that one. I would wait that one out. That's where I am on Link. Let's wait that one out. Let's wait for a correction to the downside. And then, because I don't think it's going parabolic. This looks too 5-wave-ish to me. Let's wait for a 3-wave pullback. Okay, 9:40. I'm going to do another 10 minutes or so. Let's see, what's next here? IOTA. Okay, Cheesecake Factory. Let's do. I really like doing the non. What do you call it? The non-cryptocurrency pairs. I really like those because I just get so tired of the crypto pairs. I just get so tired of looking at the charts. Do it every day. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good for a short here, guys. If you wanted to do a little scalp short on EU, it's looking really good for a scalp short here because you see the flat right there. It's coming down to this region right here, or this region, anywhere between here. See the structure zones here, right there, right there. Most likely right here. Going to come down, hit that, and then it's going moon. It's probably going to happen during London. So during London session, we're going long on EU. That's my trade idea for EU. All right, Cheesecake Factory. Okay. 3-day. It's 36 of you. Welcome, guys. If you're just tuning in, this is Sunday Night Chart, so I take chart requests after I do intense analysis on Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. So this looks like a 3-wave move here. First thing I see. It comes to the 1618. Ooh. Guys, that looks very impulsive to the downside, guys. And now, that looks super impulsive to the downside. It hasn't hit the 1618 yet. So, let's see what we get here. This looks like a 4th wave here in this last wave. Cheesecake Factory's still looking down. Doesn't look like a buy right now. But it could be. It could be. It could be a buy like right now. But if it continues past here, if it gets past $12.93, guys, you're looking really impulsive. You might get a pullback and then it goes back down. So there's a trade to be had in here, but it's a dangerous trade. But it's definitely a trade. Let's look at the smaller time frame and see what we can see here. Yeah, that's 5 waves. There's 3-wave pullback, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's hard to count that stuff. This is a 4th wave. You see how it's kind of going sideways, and that's a 4th wave. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna get one more push to the downside. I would say personally, if you get a push here to the downside and then a rebound. So on the Cheesecake Factory, it's the way I would trade it, the way I think about it. That would be the 5th wave. If you get a rebound that kind of comes back here, guys, wait for a retest maybe, and up you go. Or just go ahead and get in and hold it for a little while. Be willing to hold it for months, because you're going to triple your money. It's going to come back. It's going to come back up here to $30. Maybe $35. That'd be a great trade. If you bought at 12 and get up to 30, you triple your money there. So there's Cheesecake Factory, sir. I hope that helps you. All right. Let's see. Let's look at IOTA against BTC. Binance. There we go. That don't look good. Looks like the Ethereum chart. What do you do with that, guys? What do you do with that? We're bouncing sideways on the 786. I mean, just so we don't go to 0. I mean, there's only one way that thing that could either go to 0 or it goes up from here. There's really not a lot of TA I can give you on IOTA. What I would do, again, wait. Don't FOMO. Wait till you get an engulfer, an engulfing candle to the upside, then a retest, then you buy. Okay, looking for an engulfing candle. Okay, let's see here. With a retest. See this wick down here? Most likely price is going to head on down here. Usually when you see a wick, that's telling you where price is going. A lot of times, it's not always, but it could be. So that price could be going down there. Yeah, real life, no problem, man. And Boeing. Okay, I can do Boeing here. Okay. So, yeah, I don't like IOTA, guys. I would wait for a clear reversal.
Good night.
Good night. Love you. Do you want to say hi to my trading group? Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't like IOTA. There's not a whole lot there. I can't tell you much. Sorry. So I'd stay away from the IOTA BTC chart. I would stay away from it. Okay, there it is. BAT BTC. Okay, same thing. Nothing there. There's just nothing there. I mean, this could be on the way up here. That's a 5-wave move, maybe. 3-wave pullback. WXY. May have one more hit. If it breaks this low, no good. We've kind of come down and hit the 1-to-1 extension. As long as it doesn't break this low down here, BAT might be a buy. But This looks like 5, 3. It might go up a little bit more. The way it's looking like it wants to do this and then that. Come down here to this region. There's your buy zone. Then you're off to the races. And that would be a 1, 2, and then up. That's what I see in BAT. Okay. Yeah, Dennis, no problem. Thanks for being thankful. Appreciate it. All right, let's look at a Boeing. If I've missed anybody, let me know. Boeing. Oh, man. Not good. Not good at all. Okay.
I'm gonna buy something really quick in that situation.
Looks like a triangle being formed right now.
Hopefully it'll make it so it doesn't sleep. No, no, what I go.
Very impulsive to the downside. Came to the 2618, guys. Looks like we might have one more hit to the low than up on the weekly chart. Or it might be going up from here. I can't tell. Can't tell. But we're in a zone where it's kind of a buy. But I don't think we're going to go much lower than the existing low of $88. I don't think we're going to go much lower than that. Not sure what it's doing. If it hard to tell here. Looks like it's going up right now. So this could be one. Come on. This could be the bottom. This could be a 1 wave and then a 2 wave, and this is 1, 2, and then we're heading up. That's possible, but I can't promise you. But that's a tough one. It's in a buy zone though, guys. When price gets down here, you're talking a buy zone. Let's go to the weekly here again. You can see the structure it came to right there. See this right here? The top of this wave, bottom of that wave, and that's where it came to and bounced, guys. It looks like a buy. It does. Boeing looks like a buy to me. But I'm not here to give you financial advice. I'm just telling you what the chart's looking like. Looks like it's ready to go back up, but can't be certain. XTZ, USD, this is the last one. The last one. Let's look at it on Binance. That sucks. I think Hitbit has the most... No? Who has the most... who has the most information on Tezos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extended 5th wave. Yeah, it's tough to say here. Let's go to the 3-day. This is a 3-wave move to the downside. Yeah, 127. Looks like we're making impulse to the upside. Wait for a 3-wave pullback and then buy. That's the way Tezos looks. Leading diagonal, maybe? One, two. I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this right here for a leading diagonal, but it's diagonalish. So it's looking for a downward move. There's your buy zone. Wait for that. Wait. Be patient for this one. It may go up here. Okay. It may get up here. Just it's better to either short it up here or wait for the long down here. That's the more appropriate thing. All right, guys. There it is. Sunday night charts. We're done. Oh, I'm tired. I need to get something to eat. I haven't even eaten dinner, and it's 9:52. Hope you guys had a good time tonight. Let's do a final check on BTC. See if we have any more information. No more information. Remember, if we break this high right there, then we're gonna look to see if we break that high. If we break that high, we are going up from here to 9,000 or so, most likely, 885 or I don't know, but we're going up. So, but I'm hoping we stop short of this and continue down. But if we don't, we'll watch this top as well. So, there we go. All right, you guys have a great night. Octavian, it's been a great live stream. Good to rewind, catch. There's 2 hours of content here. Enjoy it, okay? Leave any questions you have in the comments, and I'll see if I can help you out. If you want a chart, go ahead and ask for one, and I'll see if I can give you one in the response. So y'all have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. If you want to be part of the trading group, just look in the description of this, and you'll find it. You become a Patreon, and then we'll help you out. All right, y'all have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.